Morning.
Okay.
Early one.
Bit cold, no golf is at the moment, son. They
mate,
said,
I
come have a
know.
chat with Declan Rice. I thought, what more do I want? You know?
I know,
How's
mate.
things?
All good, you?
Yeah, good, mate.
Good, mate. It's non-stop, innit?
It is for you guys.
Oh, it's brutal.
It
It's
is.
brutal.
So this is obviously the day before big game against Liverpool. What's your pre-match? What have you done so far? What did you do last night to relax? Are you a worrier before a game?
Nah, not really. To be fair, as I've got older, I've chilled out a lot more in terms of how I prepare for games. I think this morning just got in now, had a shower, and then just literally got ready, come and met you, I have breakfast after, and then it all starts then. We have meetings, preparation, like indoor stuff to do to prep the team, and then obviously training outside. So, yeah, loads of stuff going on.
What about last night? Relaxing?
Last night, chill.
Did you watch West Ham?
Yeah, I watched the game. I love watching the football, so...
Well, we spoke to you on Saturday, didn't we? Was it Saturday after the game? Obviously, you scored 2 great goals.
Yeah.
And I said to you, are you going to watch Man City? And you were like, well, I don't know. I don't know if I will watch it. You watched, didn't you?
No,
I find that amazing.
No, I didn't watch.
Really? And how good, when Arsenal got that, when Chelsea equalised, you must have thought...
You know what it is? Over the years, I've spoken to a few of the boys about it upstairs. Loads of the boys don't watch it. It's like because sometimes you watch something expecting a result and it don't happen, and you end up just getting in like. That's why I say we just got to relax and let ourselves do the talking and just keep winning our own games. Like, there's no point getting fixated on what other teams are going to do, because if they win a game, they win a game. Like, that's football. So.
And you say relax. Is that something maybe a couple of years ago when you were in this position? Was it like so intense? Everything like what are they doing? What we doing? They've got to make sure we're ready for everything. Does it feel a bit more relaxed this year?
Yeah, I think we're better. We're probably more well prepared this year. I would say. You can just sense the lads, the experience, the players that we've brought in the summer. I think you can sense that we know we've got a really good squad. We've got a really good team of players. There's also that hunger now. It's like, look, there's still such a long way to go, but I think in football you want to achieve the best things now, and you want to do well in your career. And there's a sense of, with this squad, what we want to achieve, and we believe we can do it. So it's just we've got to keep going.
I think that makes a bit of sense, because sometimes you can go, well, I don't want to talk about it, we're taking each game as it comes. I tried to do that at Liverpool, I never won the title. Sometimes embracing it and going, you know what, yeah, we can win it, we've got a great squad, why shouldn't we be thinking that? You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think loads of the boys have spoken openly about it before. It's like, you only get one career, why not just give it everything you've got? You know what I mean? We're in this position, it's 18 games to go, let's just keep firing and keep playing well and keep, winning every game we can, because that's all we can do. And one day you'll look back on these times, it sounds cliche, but you will. And
of course.
You'll look back on them and think, oh, could I have done this different? Could I have done that? And now's the time to give it everything, because like I said, you're never going to get this time back. So
embrace it and
embrace it.
Well, let's go in. I want to have a chat with you about your goals, how you're playing. It feels like you're in the form of your life right now. You look like you're really enjoying your football. Yeah,
I'm loving it, to be fair. It's just something about it, where it just feels like something's clicking.
Deck, thank you, mate. It's nice to see you. I want to take you back to the weekend. 2 goals, great performance individually, man of the match. You're really enjoying your football right now?
Yeah, I'm loving it. Trying to take every game as it comes, but obviously when I'm going on the pitch, I'm full of confidence at the minute, full of energy. When you've just got that spring in your step in football, it's just like where you feel like everything you're doing, you just feel so confident in your game. I think I've got that at the minute. I think after a little bit of a slow start at the start of the season, started to pick up fitness, pick up form, and I've maintained that level, which has been really good for me.
Where's that come from, do you think? What, is that something that you've done yourself? Has that been the manager, or something you looked at, or just trying to improve?
Start of the season, manager pushed me a lot. I think after 2 games, I was in his office, he pulled me in, he weren't happy about a few things.
Like what?
There was a few clips just of things that I weren't doing right, and the things that, things that are basics in terms of running and tracking your men and with the ball positional wise, that he wasn't too happy with. And like I said, at the start of the season, I realised myself I probably wasn't at my best level. This was 2-3 games in. But obviously you've got a full season to go. So I wasn't too worried, and I knew I'd pick it back up. But after that, the good thing is with this manager, he knows when to put the knife in me a little bit, just to give me a nudge. And he knows that.
Carrot and the stick.
He knows that will get the best out of me. Because I love to listen, I love to take it all in, and I don't see that as a bad thing that he's told me that. So when he said that to me, I obviously said to myself, right, I do need to up it here. And obviously since then, I've just gone on, and obviously just the games are coming so thick and fast. So I'm just trying to keep playing consistently well.
I think the way you're talking about yourself is absolutely right. I don't think we embrace how well, when we're doing well, we should enjoy it, because football, as we know, is not always easy. You can't just switch it on and off. But I've got some stats that back up what you're saying. This season, 85 touches. Previous 2 seasons, you've had 70 touches on average. Passes forward, 16.3 this season, 12 last season, 12.5. Line-breaking passes, 7.8, 6.2. Progressive carries, 10.9, 8.6. Chances created, which is obviously one that you want to be looking at all the time, I'm sure, 1.8 this season to 1.6 per game. Passes into the opposition box, nearly doubled, 8.2 per 4.5 last season. That pretty much tells you everything. You know, we've got great stats guys at Sky. This isn't me just gone and thought, I'll write these up. That must make you feel good, and that's obviously proof in the pudding.
Yeah, definitely. And I think every season you need to think, I think to myself, how can you level up again, you know? Like, how can you go again and show, you know, why Arsenal brought you in, why you want to be amongst all of these other names. And
did you ever doubt it then, a little bit?
Nah, I didn't doubt it, but it was just that, you know, you have to prove yourself, you know, and also you're at a club where it's fierce competition, you know, nothing's ever guaranteed, and you need to be able to be on it every single day and every week to justify your play. So I think them stats are good, because the manager, not only to me but to everyone, has banged on, you know, about more threat, more risk, you know, creating more chances for the attackers, getting the ball into the front line as quick as possible. And yeah, them stats are obviously good to hear, because you want to have good stats, you know.
Yeah, of course. Now we are stats based. Everything's data driven. And you got 2. You said it yourself on TV the weekend. You scored 2 before. You scored another 2 the weekend. Do you feel like you might even go on a run now with grabbing more goals?
Yeah, it's crazy, because obviously I hadn't scored for a while. I'd only had 2 before that in the league, and then obviously another 2 took me to 4. But it gives you that. I can't explain. You must have had it before, where you score and you think, you know what, I might score again in the next game.
When you're not scoring, you think, where's the next one going to come from?
And I've for the last few days since the 2 goals, I've got that scoring feeling back again. Even in training yesterday, I bagged the cup. I was thinking, I'm going to go on and run it.
Because I've got to be honest, I text you after the free kicks against Real Madrid. I've not seen one since.
Yeah,
I mean, they are.
I don't think we've had one.
But mate, I don't know. I watched those games and thought, because I knew you've always been a great striker. I've seen you play since you were 13, 14 years of age. But that was just amazing. And you only like scoring goals in 2s. I think that's the problem, Jack. You know.
No, you ain't wrong. Them goals, obviously. I don't think they'll ever be topped in my career.
No, in terms of quality. But the ones at weekend end up being as important.
For sure. I think the importance of the goals, chipping in, and the value of, not underestimating the value of chipping in, like being a midfielder and scoring 2 is rare, you know, especially in a game like that. We was 1-0 down, Bournemouth, really good side, tough, hard. The manager's amazing, the way they press, the way they run. So to go there and win, after not the best first half performance, but second half much improved, it was massive. And where you can chip in and help the team, I think it's massive.
Exactly. 6 points clear. Carabao Cup semi-final to come. Champions League, you're top of that group as well. Could things be any better?
No, I think you've got to, like you said to me earlier, you've just got to embrace it. I think we're in the position we're in because, you know, we have amazing players, we have an incredible manager, we have a team that are fully buying into what the manager wants, and we're going out on the pitch at the minute and things are falling into place. And in football, when you've got that feeling, you know, there's no better feeling than winning football matches. You know, it can either make your weekend or break your weekend. You can either go home and you're deflated, or you go home and, you know, you're buzzing. And that's what this training ground's been since the start of the season. You know, there's been a real good vibe, real good energy around the place. And
new signings added a lot to that?
Yeah, definitely. I think if you look at what you just said then, top of the Champions League, top of the Prem, Carabao Cup semi-final, usually when you bring in 7 or 8, it's hard to embed them all in at once. But I think we've done so well as a group, with the manager, everyone, just pulling together and making them feel as comfortable as possible, as quickly as possible. And yeah, they're all doing really well for us. It feels like you've got a good relationship with Zubimendi as well. You two, in terms of passing the ball to each other, you've got a good understanding. Has he helped free you up as well? 'Cause it looks like you've got that freedom to just drop into players as 6, but also if you want to go into an 8 and arrive in the box and help the forward line, you can as well. Yeah. Well, I watched a lot of him before he even signed for us, and the type of player he is how he plays for Spain. As one of the best in the world. In front of the back four, the brain is just, the way his brain works, it's just ridiculous. Takes the ball in the half turn, 1 and 2 touch, left foot, right foot. And when I was watching him... Well, you played against him in the final. Yeah, he come on, he was amazing in the final.
Because Rodri came off, we thought, God, this is a result, but this little rascal came on and we couldn't get, we struggled getting near him, didn't we?
So good, he's so good. And he's like that even in training. But when I was watching him, I was thinking, when I knew he was coming in, I knew it would kind of help me free me up a little bit, just because he's always there. And as a midfielder, you know, you want to have that confidence and belief in your partner that even if he goes, you see his goal against Villa, he was in the box, and then the other holding midfielder was waiting. So we've got that natural understanding, and I think the manager's always banging on about to us too about playing close together, having like close relationship on the pitch in terms of passing distances and being able to pass the ball to each other at every given opportunity. So I've loved playing with him. He's been amazing, and
it seems like he's taken your game. Well, when people talk about you, Dec, too, like now, everyone's always talked about you as a top Premier League player, but now people are talking about you being one of the best midfield players in the world, Ballon d'Or. I know you're smiling, no, but genuinely, these are people. This is what people that understand the game. It's not just making it up. It makes you smile, but I think that's probably because you're so humble about it.
I know. Well, I'm just Dec from Kingston, innit? No. You know what I mean?
Listen, you're doing L'Oreal adverts now. Don't be giving it like I'm the shy guy. You know,
Mate, I am
trying to nick my ads. Be careful, mate. I was in for that one as well.
You know what it is? It's like they're the right conversations to be in. I think you want to be in them conversations for sure. Listen, you see Arsenal fans, I think that they just really appreciate what I'm doing for them in a minute. And it was West Ham fans a few years ago when I was playing for them, they were singing my praises. And like I said, when you're being compared to the best players in the world, obviously it's nice and shows that you are doing something right. So yeah, long may that continue. Like I said, you want to be in them conversations, and it shows that you're playing well. And I think that's why you play football. You want to play at the highest level.
I played against, obviously you. I've not been in the sanctum of the dressing rooms and everything, but I remember playing against Petit and Vieira many years ago, and they were, alongside Keane and Scholes, the best. They were just so perfectly balanced. And just talking about you and Zubimendi, do you feel personally imagine if you were to win the title, and then you can then certainly people will be talking about these two are our Petit and Vieira. Does it almost give you that feeling that that's what you want? Because that's the next step, just to win a title, and that's when you start to get mentioned in the same breath. Yeah,
definitely. I think we all know that as a group. I think it's been 22 years since Arsenal won a Premier League. We know the stature of it. We know what it means to everyone here. And we know it's the hardest competition to win. It's 38 games. It's so tough. Every week you've got to be bang on it. So to be able to do that, if we can do that, would obviously be a dream come true. And not only for me and Zubi, but for the whole team, it would put us in a different bracket at this club, which would obviously be incredible. But there's still a long, long way to go. 18 games, we're going to give it everything we've got. And like I said, it's all about the confidence and the belief, and we fully have that.
After Liverpool, you got Carabao Cup. I said the weekend, I don't know if it's something to you that would make sense or not, that just that first one of the Carabao Cup, getting a trophy across the line might just calm everything down and give you that bit of... But I always think Jose Mourinho was a master at identifying that trophy, and obviously Pep's made it a big one for them.
Massive.
Is that because it also keeps everyone involved in the squad as well?
Massive. You see last year when the Liverpool-Newcastle final, what it meant to both of them teams to try and win that. I remember speaking to Sterling last year when he was here, and he said that one, City obviously won 4 in a row of them, 5 in a row, and he said that was the one where in February you have that final, you win that, and that kick-starts you a bit of momentum, And obviously if you can get to a final, obviously Chelsea a great team, new manager, so it's going to be a good test. But if you can get to that final and if you can go on to win that, definitely puts you in a really good place. And obviously it's a trophy at the end of the day. You want to keep winning these prestigious English trophies, so it's really good.
In terms of the players here, Dec, who's your best mate? Or you just one of those guys just likes to be with everybody?
I'm one of them. I'm with everybody. I don't have one specific best friend, but I'll mix with everyone, and I think that's important.
Yeah.
I'm good with
You're
everyone.
You're 26, Dec. I couldn't believe it. I mean, you've still got many.
I know. It feels like I've been around years. I've played so many games in the Prem now. It's crazy, but it just goes so fast. Honestly, it goes so fast. And
is the Premier League change? I remember that I was doing your game. It feels... It was sort of when you come out the pitch, I can't remember who the game was against, your first goal, you'll remember it, great finish.
Arsenal.
Arsenal, of course it was. I was doing the game. You ran off, the skinhead at the time. But it has... the game feels a bit like it's changing in terms of how quick it's getting, in terms of more set... Obviously, set pieces have been a big part for Arsenal, but it feels like it's going back to how it used to be sort of 20 years ago, where teams have been working on second balls more and it's not so much playing out from the back. Is that a fair assessment? Are you noticing that this year?
Yeah, definitely. I think you're noticing every team you face now is they're trying to maximise the most they can out of set pieces, like throw-ins, corners, restarts, quick free kicks. You've got to be so, like, we nearly got done with Bournemouth on the weekend. Quick free kick, they stop, bang, ball over the top, Brooks put one wide. It's like...
You get your goal from that as well.
Yeah, everyone's trying to gain a quick advantage now. And you have to be switched on at every second because teams have quality. And you, like you said now, you notice it. Second balls, duels, battles, everyone's so strong, so physical.
1v1s in terms of marking, you know what I mean? But who's the toughest opponent? Who do you find, I know you don't want to give too much away, but if you said there's one player that, oh God, I'm playing against him today, I've got to be bang on it.
Right now, in the Prem?
Yeah, or any, ever. Who's been the toughest opponent? Who's, anyone taught you a lesson that that's the level I've got to get to?
I remember playing against David Silva at Etihad, one of my first games for West Ham. That was tough. That was really tough. But that was the first eye-opener to, like, the Premier League.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everyone, we get spoken about David Silva.
Yeah.
And we was playing a back five, and I was actually the right side of a three, and he was, like, the left eight. And you just didn't know whether to go into him, whether to stay.
That feeling,
but he was just so smart, and I was just like, well, how can you be that intelligent?
Yeah. How do I get to that level?
Hazard, when I played against Hazard, he was just...
Yeah.
I would put him up there with one of the best. I think now, obviously, great midfield battles that I love playing against. Everyone talks about it all the time. Caicedo, he's obviously
good.
Unbelievable midfielder at Chelsea. His consistency that he's shown from Brighton to now, another £100 million player, is incredible. Gravenberch for Liverpool.
Yeah. And obviously Liverpool, you know, tomorrow, that's going to be
massive
a
game,
midfield
massive battle. There's so many good players now that you play against. It's not just one or two. Obviously, I've just named them two, but every week, Hoyes is a different challenge. And I think that's the good thing about the Premier League. You're testing yourself against the best every week. And
the Liverpool game, obviously, big game, big occasion, crowd behind you. How important is it you keep that home form, because the crowd feel like they're with you all the way at the moment?
Yeah, it's massive game. We need the Emirates again to be on it. Like you said, we know we're unbeaten at home. We need to go out there and give it everything we've got. You know, the energy needs to be right. We need to transmit that energy on the pitch, give them the right reason to cheer and to push us on. So yeah, it's another massive game, but it's one at a time. You know, it's just another one down at the Christmas schedule, and hopefully we can get another win and keep pushing on.
Nice one, mate. Well, listen, thank you for your time.
Top man.
Keep your form up. And then when the summer gets a bit... We'll get the golf clubs out. We'll get the golf. We've not even spoken about golf. There's too much going on. And well done, Ben.
Thanks,
so
mate.
pleased you're doing
Top
well.
man.